A country struggling to stay afloat in its poverty crisis is now drowning in a flood induced by the climate crisis in the wake of technological advances of developed nations. 16 million children in the aftermath of these devastating floods are currently at risk without proper nutrition, shelter, and clothes, and the number is only growing. It is important to understand that Pakistan is home to 101.5 million children aged 0 to 17. Before the biblical floods hit the country in 2022, Pakistan was already facing and battling the triple burden of malnutrition. A staggering number of 44.8 million children were already living in multidimensionally poor households, while 53 million children were severely deprived. Amongst these, 21.3 million were out of school, 3.6 million were disabled, 12 million children under 5 years of age faced stunting, 8.6 million were underweight, and 5.3 million were affected by wasting. The cataclysmic floods have displaced 33 million people, destroyed approximately 8 billion acres of crops, 2.3 million homes, 13,000 kilometers of roads, and 439 bridges. And the total damages to health, education, and other infrastructures are estimated to deluge the country with a loss of estimated $18 billion to the economy. A nation that needed to focus on nurturing its children and freeing them from the chains of generational poverty will spend approximately at least the next 5 years recovering from the loss of the current situation. Earlier in 2022, the estimated approximately 88 million children facing multidimensional poverty in one form or another stand to suffer more in the face of the current apocalyptic crisis. The right nutrition and care, educational opportunities, and protection from violence and exploitation for children can have a profound impact on a child's ability to grow, learn, and rise out of poverty. It can help break the cycle of intergenerational poverty in families, communities, and the country and shape a society's long-term health, stability, and prosperity. However, after the disaster, poverty and inequality have not only been exacerbated for ones already fighting poverty, but also have pulled stable households into poverty. Hence, for Pakistan, for sustainable development, child multidimensional deprivation poses a far greater challenge than ever before. Deprivation in childhood can have lifelong consequences, with the poorest children being less likely to access healthcare or complete their education, and more likely to suffer from poor nutrition. However, the devastating floods of 2022 have entirely shifted the focus from measuring poverty and deprivation adequately to now accurately understanding the dire reality faced by children, particularly girls in Pakistan, amidst this national crisis that has pushed back the country by at least a decade, if not more. More than ever before, the international community must join hands to help out a nation that contributes less than 1% of carbon emissions, the focal factor in the rampantly increasing global climate catastrophe, by not only reducing the carbon footprint, but furthermore, they must open-heartedly donate and alleviate the damage the Pakistani government and citizens are facing. We strongly encourage all global entities to send monetary aid as well as human capital and assist a nation in crisis.